anybody else's. I say I'm yours, but there's always someone else. We're both so far gone. Yeah, tell right from
Wednesday night baseball set to come your way from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jamison Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So now into the box is Delino DeShields, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Delino.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
First pitch, 7:06.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
The 2-1. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I know they'd love to get more production out of Delino DeShields these days. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Here's Brock Holt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. And he misses again, 2-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roll. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Frazier is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 258 the average to begin play, a dozen home runs and 44 RBIs. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1-1. Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Ball even at 2-2. Gallo is over to take a look. And this is going to be a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Gibson starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. Here comes the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. Gibson steps into his windup. Here it is. Down the first baseline. Reined in. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you have to love the thump that Joey Gallo's providing at the plate right now. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. The 1-0.
Ball.
Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work out of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The second baseman, Labor Torres.
Now it'll be Gleyber Torres. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swing and a miss on the sinker. A ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. There's Carter Falefa. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now to the plate, Willie Calhoun. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Willie Calhoun.
First offering on its way.
Too high. Ball.
Looking at his career totals, Calhoun brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The 1-0. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Nate Lowe digging in now. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now here it comes. Starting to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Charlie Culberson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Culberson, once an Atlanta Brave, was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
Behind 0-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I really like it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. The set and the 1-0. Fouled away. And he lays off this one down and in for ball two. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The set and the 3-1 pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
A payoff pitch. And that misses ball four. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 28.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jonah Heim. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First delivery to him as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. High in the air out to center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Rangers leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box, Aaron Judge. So check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Gibson steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Ball one, taken just off the inside. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Calhoun. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Plate now, Luke Voigt. He swings and lines it to left, and that's going to get down out there. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Hero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, you know, in today's game, Hero, pitchers are being caught high velocity. Go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Voit at second. Gallo at first with no outs. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And the count will be full. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Calhoun. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
To the plate now, Clint Frazier. He'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
One strike.
And there's ball 2 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. To Shields. Back to the track as he takes it for route number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So it's first and third with 2 away. And up to bat next to be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. One count, the pitch.
1-1.
Down and away, ball 1. Smoke toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Nope.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And now, Gio Urshela grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Nope.
A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. One and 2. Here it is. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, here is Eli White, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now back, the center fielder, Delino.
So the next to bat will be Delino DeShields. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brock Holt.
Striding forward now is the DH. Brock Holt hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Pops this one up. Urshela is there, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Now here's the pitch. Check swing, called strike, 0-1. Gibson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a line, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to short, fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in is the outfielder, David Dahl. Now the first pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
This is in the air out to right field. Judge is there, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 5, Willie Calhoun.
1 gone in the Texas 4th. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. First pitch on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chunkers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
So now to the plate, Nate Lowe. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. Grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Gibson looks in. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Gallo is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
That's ball
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. Dribbled down the third baseline. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Frazier.
Next up is Clint Frazier. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ripped on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a rule.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off the Texans.
Now at the plate here is Charlie Culverson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
No balls and 1 strike. The wind-up and the 0-1.
Nope,
and he
that's
misses
ball.
with it, 1-1. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 1-2.
2-2 count.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department. One out, base is empty, and into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's out.
1 out, nobody on. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 28, Jonah Heim.
Stepping in next, Jonah Heim. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the AB now. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. One strike.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Rangers set down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Calhoun. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Higashioka stands at second with no outs. To him on the mound, and an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now. Next to dig in, Gio Urshela. No hits to this point. He's set, and the pitch. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Count 3-0.
Gleyber Torres is on deck. 1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Up next, the second baseman.
And stepping in, Gleyber Torres, who sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top 2-0. And now here is Eli White. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First delivery to him.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up to bat next, Delino DeShields. From the belt, the pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 2 now.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brock Holt, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1 home. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. David Dahl to the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. Stanton has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with two gone now.
The first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Striding in is Nate Lowe. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One and 0. Here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. One run scores. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
In now, Charlie Culberson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
1-2. Here it is.
2 balls.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch on the way. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Gibson looks in. Here it is on 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Here it comes on 3-0. 3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voigt, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Judge on at first, nobody out. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And the pitch on 2-1.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. A jumping catch at second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Here's Joey Gallo now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
The 1-2. Gallo swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And this one is gone, a home run. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 21 for him on the season. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
This one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Into the box now Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. Luis Sessa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 85, Luis Sessa.
All set for the start of the inning. And into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Joe McDonald at strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Jonah Heim. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. The high fastball is in there. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Here comes the payoff pitch, and he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
To the plate now, Eli White. He swings and grounds it to short. LeMahieu with a great stop. Got him. Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Jonathan Hernandez will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 72, Jonathan Hernandez.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Clint Frazier. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at the strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Hernandez primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
A Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
The batter, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Into the box, Kyle Higashioka. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Frazier gets his lead at first, nobody out. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Fly ball right down the line in left. Ball's in pursuit. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send it home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
At the plate now, Gio Urshela. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On the ground, softly towards second. There's Connor Falefa, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1.
Count for 2-1. That's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swung on and missed 3-2. Down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 3-2. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 54. Zach Britton.
The second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, he's 1 for 2. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Now here it comes. That's by him for strike one.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. That grounder got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
At the plate, Brock Holt. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Into the box now, David Dahl. Now a bunt attempt here. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Urshela is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Calhoun. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on its way.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Set. Here's the 0-1. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Nate Lowe is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Rangers leave a pair. They trail 3-2. DeMarcus Evans is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 67, DeMarcus Evans.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Calhoun looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo home run there for Aaron Judge, number 33 on the year, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The designated hitter, Luke.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, that's outside.
Evans has compiled over 90 innings pitched and has a rather inflated ERA, one that won't come down easily. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Joey Gallo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now back, left field, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready now is Giancarlo Stanton, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope, upstairs.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, D'Lo, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Number 51 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. In now, Clint Frazier, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hot shot to third. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and up to bat next. It'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there. It's a steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Sent on the ground out to second. There's Connor Falefa throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 5-2. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Ball 1,
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a rocket to third. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. plate now is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Lifetime line against Chapman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering on its way. Popped into the air, back behind second. Torres is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now into the box, Jonah Heim. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Set, here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
5-2 the final score tonight. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jamison Taillon gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 42nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Wackey, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.